everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the 10-Minute Tell-All. This is our new series on our channel this year where we're talking to entrepreneurs, real estate investors to find out more about what they're doing and how they're doing their businesses. So, we're going to talk for about 10 minutes today. You doing okay over there?
I want to get comfy.
We have Mr. Comfy over here, Erik Cabral.
That's nice.
There you go. Erik is a real estate investor. He's been investing for less than a year, so he just got started last year, 2017. So we want to hear his story, and we're going to dive in on some topics. So just give us an overview on why real estate. How'd you get involved?
Well, thank you for having me in your lovely home,
You're
first
welcome.
and foremost. But the question, why did I get into real estate?
Yeah.
The why is huge. Well, I didn't have much. I'm sorry, I'm moving around here. I'm trying to get comfy. Make sure I don't fall asleep.
Is that boring?
The topic might bore some out there, but I was in corporate America for over 20 years, 22 to be exact. Hey, JC. And I had to make a decision because the company was laying us off. And, it's not the first time. It happened before. So I did what I normally do and went in to, updating resumes and websites and all that stuff to go find a job in creative, which is what I was doing. So something just hit me, like, try something else. Maybe there's something else out there. Really, what was the eye opener was when I looked into our savings to see how long our runway was. I realized, holy crap, we have a decent amount of money here. I had no idea. Because my wife did all the finances, and I said, you know what, maybe we should put this somewhere in stocks or real estate. So that's what happened. I started Googling real estate and, rich dad, poor dad.
Okay.
Yeah, and that just was the pill for me. That was the red pill that just showed and opened my eyes to everything. And the rest is history.
Okay, so let's dig in on the timeline a little bit.
Yeah.
You found out you were getting laid off end of last year?
End of last year.
Okay.
So they let us know, say October of 2016. Yeah, October 2016.
And you shortly then read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I read Rich Dad Poor Dad somewhere between October and January of 2017.
Okay.
So that's
So that's 1 year from reading Rich Dad Poor Dad to being on this couch.
Yeah.
This could be you
couch.
in a year. Look at that. Awesome. Okay, great. So you decide real estate. I'm getting into real estate. What does that mean? How does someone do that?
So for me, what's massive is the mindset. So as most of America out there, including myself, I was in routines of, not working out, binge watching on Breaking Bad and Netflix shows, and doing things that I would do during my off time, because I was working 40 to 55, 60 hours a week. So when you get home from a week like that, you need a lot of downtime and decompression. So that's what I was doing. And what happens is during that time, or say a month, I decided that I had to break out of bad habits, right? I wasn't working out. I was eating terribly. I was not reading. Just things I had. It took a while to prime myself to get into the right mindset, so that as entrepreneurs and real estate investors starting their own businesses, you have to put your mind in the right framework so that you get past all of the hurdles, because there's so many negative people around you. You don't even realize it until you start to change your mindset. And when you change your mindset, they're speaking another language. That's when you start to realize, and that's the biggest thing going into this, was who I've become and who I'm becoming, and how I'm evolving as a person, spiritually, physically, mentally. That mindset, all of that shift, and now I'm never going back, because now I'm this 120% different person than I was in January.
So can you give us one example of a mindset shift, something you might have thought, a way you might have thought last year versus how you're thinking now about something?
Time. Time is so key in life. That's the one thing that money can't buy, right? Money, that time is the currency. And corporations realize that, right? Corporations know, like, oh yeah, let's get millions of people working for us, because then that's money working for us.
Mm-hmm.
So money working for us is another thing. Is that mindset was not part of, my thought process. I just equated hours with dollars.
Right.
Now it's about, how do I get that dollar to work for me? How do I get that dollar to make me another dollar?
Right.
And getting into that mindset, that having money work for you is key to long-term wealth and legacy wealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you research that poor dad, you change your mindset. What's the next step for someone who wants to start real estate? They've decided, I want to be a real estate investor.
Yeah.
And they've got the mindset, they're all in, they've read Rich Dad Poor Dad, they've read whatever, all the other books.
Yeah. So mindset and motivation is something that you have to constantly work on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because there could be a day or a week, you're like, yeah, I'm going to take off. And then you're back to old ways.
Yeah.
So motivation especially is something that has to be a daily activity. Mm-hmm. It's like a drug that you have to, or I like to think like a pill or a vitamin that you have to constantly exercise. Or else if you fall out of it, oh man, I didn't do anything this month.
Right.
And then a month becomes 2 months, and then becomes 6, and all of a sudden you're not doing what you wanted to do.
Okay, so let me interrupt you.
Yes, please.
What do you do every day? What's something that someone can do every day?
So every day I work out. First thing in the morning I work out. Okay, so of course I'm not perfect. So there are days that I miss. But for the most part, I try to get into the gym at least 5 days a week.
Okay.
So that starts my day off, right? So then when I get home, I usually try to, it's distracting because we have little kids running around, as I'm sure many people do, but get into your own little space, whether it be in the bathroom or, in your home office, somewhere where it's quiet. So you can have 5 to 10 minutes to reflect on life and your goals. So that sets up your day. It primes your day to do positive things, to be in the right mindset. The last thing you want to do in the morning is start off by hitting the snooze button. Right. Because the snooze button is a killer.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Because that dictates your day and your motivation for the day, or lack thereof, to say, you know what, I'm just going to procrastinate another minute. So at this point, I don't even need an alarm, because my daughter wakes up 6:30. I'm up with her. Yep. I'm like, we have to model ourselves after our kids, because our kids, they have zero hesitation, and they have so much energy, and they're always doing something, right? They're constantly in motion. And that's what I feel as adults we lose sight of. We don't do the things that little kids do, and it's inherent in us, and we forget because people around us, the other day, friends, family, oh, why are you doing that, Justin? Why are you looking into 100 units? That's just too much work, That's not us. We have to get back into that childlike energy and
at least the determination then.
The determination and no inhibitions, just no fear. And kids have no fear. We have to get back to that and just sort of find them as inspirational little people.
Cool. No, I agree completely. Hit the ground running each and every day.
Absolutely.
So, all right, so we're moving to the closing section, a few minutes of the 10-minute tell-all.
Yeah.
So,
are you timing this?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We started 12 minutes ago.
We were interrupted a couple times.
Yeah, we'll cut it.
We can go on for an hour.
I know. Actually, that's part of the challenge, is cutting it to 10.
Yeah.
So, in the last year, you bought a duplex.
Yep.
You are working on a massive letter writing campaign. You've got people involved in that. And you're working on taking down a 20-plus unit portfolio
who I spoke
in Harrisburg.
Yesterday. So, she reached out to me.
Oh, great. So you're clearly doing a lot. 20-unit portfolio, duplex. I mean, you got a lot going on.
Yes.
So what is the next step? How are you saying, what are you doing to elevate your 2018? What are your big goals and plans for 2018?
Okay. So if there was anything that fell into the category of secret sauce, this is it. So pay attention. This is massive in my mind, and and hopefully this adds value to anyone out there who's listening. And I haven't even spoken to Justin, so this is new news to him too. So 2018 and beyond, for me, is all about self-branding. It's not going to be just Mindado Investment Group. It's about Erik Cabral, the brand. So what my intuition is telling me, and what's out there, and if JC's listening, she realizes it long before we did, is that personal branding is the way that everything is moving. So I predict in 2020, there's going to be the market, and when I say market, it's like social media, the internet is going to be saturated with people and their own brand. So yes, it's difficult to do because you have to have something that you want to brand. So you can't just be out there saying, yeah, hey guys, I'm watching TV. Right. No, you got to be out there. You got to be hustling. Right. You got to have a business. Right. So, but the thing is, we as marketers, as entrepreneurs, as investors, will not only be putting energy into marketing and promoting our businesses, but we also have to sort of think of ourselves as businesses, right?
You are a brand.
I am a brand, and the thing is, no matter where I go, no matter what I invest in, no matter what business I start up, there'll always be the Erik Cabral brand, right? Because Mindado is separate from me. These are all like the entities, right? We create entities, but what Justin Frazier is and what Erik Cabral is a brand in and of itself, no matter what we do. So we can take that brand, and I'm going to start investing in small businesses. I'm talking to a microbrewery company that's interested in starting something in our town. That becomes something I could talk about. So there's other stuff like going down the rabbit hole, but there's retail arbitrage, and then there's other things. There's investing in small businesses, like I said, the microbrewery, but other ones, stocks even. Erik Cabral, the brand, will be talking about other topics as well. Other than, because Mindado, I found, it's pigeonholed, right? I want to make sure that is focused on real estate, real estate only. Whereas Erik Cabral, the brand, can talk about just the journey, everything, the journey of entrepreneurship. Meeting with other people and talking about their businesses, and because what we all have in common, regardless of what business and industry you're in, is mindset. We all have the same sort of focus and drive. So I love that, and I love what you're doing, because I plan on doing something similar, but where we all just get together and we talk about what we can do that help each other, and the things that we have in common.
So 2018 is about growing the personal brand.
Absolutely.
Growing the real estate portfolio. Bringing on some new team members. The real estate portfolio, yes. Syndication. I'm going to be moving into what Justin is doing as well. Making big moves. Awesome.
Big moves.
Guys, that was gold. I hope you enjoyed it. Some really great information from Erik Cabral of the Mindado Investment Group, but more importantly, the Erik Cabral brand, right? We're going to link his website below, his YouTube channel, all the relevant information, social media links, and all that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please also subscribe to our channel for a lot more content and a lot more interviews coming soon. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What is that noise?
I was like,
God.
we couldn't have more.
That's a start.